Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about an interesting chess trap. White starts with pawn to e4, black plays e5, white plays knight f3 hitting this pawn. Now, there are several ways to actually defend this pawn. One move is pawn to d6, another move is knight to c6, all defending this pawn. Another move which can be done is this move, pawn to f6, but we'll come to that. Another idea for black here is to actually play knight to f6, counter-attacking this pawn. But a popular mistakes which usually beginner players do is to actually play this move and protecting this pawn. So let's see what is the problem of this move, pawn to f6. Here comes the trap. White plays knight takes e5. Now I just took your pawn, you take my knight. Now I bring in my queen here with a check and also an attack on this pawn just like this. Now how do you respond to this? Black can play g6 blocking the check. Here I can play queen takes e5 check, giving an attack to this rook and to the king. Now I win the rook here. Now so g6 runs into queen takes e5. Now how do you play here? If black plays king to e7, I take queen takes e5 check, giving a check like this. Only move here is king to f7. Now I bring in my next piece, activating this bishop, controlling these many squares. Now black has two ways to respond. He can actually block this diagonal of this bishop by playing d5. If you play d5, I play bishop takes d5 check. Now if you again try to block this, bishop to e6, here queen to e6 check. It's a checkmate. So d5 is half a question. So black can try king to g6. Here white continues his attack with queen to f5 check. The only move which black has is king to h6. Here white actually freezes another bishop by playing d4. Again x-raying this king, giving another check. So if you see this bishop, this queen, this bishop, everything is getting active just because this diagonal got weakened. Just like this diagonal got weakened, this every piece is getting active. So this is a check. Now you would really have to block with this pawn. Blocking with this queen won't help because I have this bishop and queen lined up, so I can just take it with a checkmate. So g5 is required. Now, how do I open up my position even more? Here is an interesting idea, pawn to h4. The idea is I have to open up my rook. So my next move is h takes g5 and open up this line towards this king. Now this is a really powerful move. How do you respond as black here? Black has very few choices here. If black plays bishop to e7, protecting this pawn, here I play h takes g5 check. The only move which the king has is king to g7. Here it's queen to f7 checkmate. Now what are other alternatives rather than bishop to e7? If you play queen to e7, I play bishop to g5 check, giving a check and also attacking the queen. So it's a double attack and I would win that queen. The same goes with if you go for queen to f6, again I can just play bishop to g5, winning the queen. As you can see, I can just win the queen. If the queen takes with bishop, I have this pawn protecting it. So black is actually in a terrible position here and he's forced to resign in this position. He does not have any good moves in this position and he's forced to resign here. So this is a really popular opening trap which you should know, and it's a very popular mistake which many beginner players usually play here. So it's very good to know this trap. So I hope you enjoy watching this video. Bye for now.